In just a few hours, hero pilot Sully Sullenberger will be back in the pilot's seat for the first time since his splash landing in the Hudson River. We're learning a Central Florida man was among the dozens killed in a deadly tsunami in Samoa. Pharmacies across the country are now reporting shortages of the children's version of Tamiflu. And if you bank online, apparently there's a new warning for that as well. Security experts say there's a new computer virus that will literally rob your online bank account.
Local 6.
Well, Ramin, you've been out there covering this story for the past 2 mornings now, and we heard from the parent there in your piece, but what kind of reaction are you getting from the kids as far as are they even aware of what's going on? And even with support for the war in Afghanistan declining, most Americans feel President Obama is handling the war well.
Eric Wilson is
appalled.
Did we just do a study on men getting excited around pretty women?
Yes, we did. This follows amongst other groundbreaking studies such as
men want to live longer,
eat bad food, get heavy.
It's just an excuse. I'm sure a man did that study, right?
Yeah.
This is why I flirt, honey.
That's right. I want to live
for my
longer.
health.
Can't afford it.
No, that just doesn't make any sense. Because a baby is a lot more expensive.
Well, there's an easier way.
Abstinence.
Just don't have sex whatsoever. Abstinence. You don't have to worry about the birth control.
That's true. It's 100% effective every time.
You're watching Local 6, the home of ClickOrlando.com. Local 6 News at noon starts right now.
And news happening now at noon, kiss and make up. The war of words between Daytona's police chief and Bethune-Cookman's president appear to be over in the wake of that fight on campus. And an ice cream driver says he was forced to open fire on a pair of suspected burglars inside his very own home. Plus the face of J.C. Dugard 18 years later and talking about life after her kidnapping ordeal. Good afternoon, I'm Laura Diaz. First, this noon, the chief of police and Bethune-Cookman University's president, they're standing side by side after a bitter war of words from a fight that erupted on campus. Well, now, both say they've made up and they're learning lessons from the entire ordeal that sparked it all. Tarek Miner is live at the Daytona Beach Police Department right now. And Tarek, obviously a much different tone today from the chief and the president.
They're Local 6.
All right, thank you, Tarek. And right now, police are looking for the person who shot an elderly man inside his own home. Orange County deputies say just before 6:30 this morning, they got a call from the victim's son-in-law who found the 77-year-old man with a gunshot wound to the chest. It happened along 6th Street in Taft. The man was alert and was able to tell deputies that he was confronted by 2 men who had broken into the home sometime last night. He was taken to ORMC, but we checked and his condition is not known at this hour. Right now, we're following new developments in the case against Casey Anthony. New motions have just been filed in the case. Lewis Bolden has been pouring through all of those documents. Lewis, what do you have for us?
Laura, back to you.
All right, thank you, Lewis. Of course, Lewis will continue reading through those motions in the case. Like he said, we'll have much more for you tonight on the 6 o'clock news and on ClickOrlando.com. Well, an ice cream man finds a not-so-sweet treat at his house. He says he walked in on would-be burglars who then pointed a gun at him. It happened near Clarkona Ocoee Road and Powers Drive in Orange County. Local 6 reporter J.R. Stone shows us what happened when the man decided to fight back.
CBS News.
And we'll hear more about how Dugard is getting her life back together coming up tonight on the 6 o'clock news. A Florida mother who fell into a coma after visiting a spa has now died. 37-year-old Rohit Kaurukatan died Friday after being on life support for weeks. Last month, she fell ill after having a liposuction procedure done at a spa in a Fort Lauderdale suburb. The family alleges she underwent a higher level of liposuction, which would have called for more safeguards. But the attorney for the doctor says his client did not break any laws. He did, however, say complications occurred during the 2-hour procedure. Officials say that spa is not licensed to perform complete liposuction procedures. Well, new at 6, having a bad boss may do more than just put you in a bad mood. It could actually cut years off your life. We'll explain how your workplace affects your lifespan. Plus, heart attack warning signs sent right to your pager, the new device that could help save hundreds of thousands of lives a year. See it live on the 6 o'clock news. That's after Dr. Phil at 5. Meantime, a massive dust storm caused a deadly pileup along a Southern California highway. Officials say high winds kicked up dirt and made it nearly impossible for drivers to see where they were going. 6 people were taken to the hospital near Bakersfield. Nothing like that around here. Let's check in with meteorologist Eric Wilson. How is it going today?
And Sunday night,
Sunset.
You even mentioned
fire. I'm telling you, I'm buying firewood, and I can't find it anywhere.
Everyone's looking up to you like you're crazy.
Nobody's selling the firewood anywhere. But I guarantee you, invest in firewood because you'll see it everywhere come Monday morning.
Oh, that's so exciting. Thank you.
You bet.
Hey, still coming up on Local 6 News at noon, why this may be the best time to buy one of General Motors' discontinued models. The big deal's happening in 2 minutes. And speaking of cars, what you could be driving in the near future, but what's the cost of going so green? But first, let's take a quick check at Wall Street from noon. Looks like things are looking great. The Dow Jones up 110 points. We'll be back. When you think of pets, okay, you're thinking dogs, cats, maybe even snakes, but what about a croc? Meet Johnny of Melbourne, Australia. This nearly 4-foot alligator has been this woman's pet for the past 13 years. Yes? She even walks it like a dog, as you can see. This is hard to believe, isn't it, Eric?
Yep.
Okay, so it's lurking in a heated pool in the family lounge room. Johnny might be a lady croc, but her owner, Vicky, says she's the man of the house. Their favorite thing to do together, bond over TV documentaries and dinner time. So is it a croc or an alligator? Those are two different things.
Do you pick up after it? Do you carry a baggie when
it
you're
doesn't
walking
even
the
matter.
croc?
Either way, I wouldn't have either of those as a pet. All right, so any quick weather for us?
Yeah, really quick. Right now, I just want to show you there's a spread of temperatures, showers that you can find at any time at justweather.com, especially our lightning tracker.
All right, thanks, Eric. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 a.m.